Hello. We have now a couple of other Seforim that I purchased yesterday at the Reb Klitnick's store. Yesterday was a nice day. It should always be a nice day for all you guys. Things should always be good. Anyway, let's take a look. 2 or 3 other Seforim that I got. Let's take a look at it now. Here, this one is one of them. This one. The cover is nice. This is called Seforim World. That's named after the breastplate of Aharon HaKohen. That's Aaron the high priest. Anyway, what the Urim and Tumim was he had a breastplate on him, on his chest, by his heart, and on top of his tunic, the white tunic that he wore. And when the Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish people, had a question from Hashem, they asked Aaron HaKohen, Aaron the high priest, asked it of Hashem, and Hashem, there were letters on the Urim and Tumim. They were all the letters of the alphabet. These of the Aleph Beis. These had the names of all of the Shvatim, the tribes: Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda. So anyway, Hashem would make the letters that contain the answer, they would light up on the Urim and Tumim. And the Kohen Gadol had to figure out the right way what it means, because sometimes it could be the 2 words could be spelled by 1 letter. For instance, there was when Chana was praying for a child at the Mishkan, and Eli HaKohen was the Kohen there. The letters on the Mishkan, the letters on the Urim and Tumim were Shin, Chaf, Hey, and Reish. Or it could have been Chaf Shin, Reish Hey. In other words, the first spelling was Shikura. She is drunk. The second way of spelling it was Koshera. Anyway, Eli HaKohen said about Chana, Shikurahi. She is. It seems to be that she is drunk. Shikurahi. She is drunk. But he read it wrong. The letters meant Kosherahi, that she is kosher. Kosherahi. She is very, very good and pure. That's what it meant. In other words, the Kohen Gadol has to have an enlightened spirit and know how to divine the letters, to say in the right way it has to be, and which takes some help from Hashem. Ksiyata d'shmaya, help from heaven. So this is called Urim and Tumim, this Sefer Urim and Tumim. So this is to let us know the right way, what we should do. So here, Sefer Urim and Tumim, Kolel, it includes Devarim, words, Charifim, sharp, Atikim, and ancient Al Shulchan Aruch. On the Shulchan Aruch, that's the Shulchan Aruch is where they all of the halachos, the sefer for the halachos, Choshen Mishpat. Mivoyer Tzifonos, it explains Tzifonos, hidden things, Umegale Amukos, Umegale Amukos, and it reveals things that are very deep. V'divrei poskim rishonim v'achronim, the words of the people that were able to say the halacha, to understand what the halacha is. Rishonim, the first ones, they're called Rishonim v'Acharonim, and later ones. Yored be'emek halacha mimenu yatad mimenu. Yored be'emek halacha. It goes deep into the wells of the halacha. Mimenu yatad mimenu. So, ponet tail shahakol elov ponim. You can go to this place where everybody goes to understand the halacha. Chavro ha'eshel hagadol ma'oz migdol rabban shel Yisrael chad b'chad b'dora. That's Hagon HaMefarsim l'Shabbos v'Sehila Yehonasan. His name was Yehonasan Zatzal. The memory of the righteous should be a blessing. Everybody goes to him. Eshel is the great tree that people rely on. That's what Eshel means. Eshel is the tree. Asher Yashav b'Shabbos Tachkemeini v'Herbetz Torah b'Yisrael. He disseminated the Torah in Yisrael. Altona, Hamburg, Weizenbeck. Altona and Hamburg and Weizenbeck. Chelik Sheni. This is the second. So this was made in Vienna. Oh, Anton Schmidt, book drucker. He was a book printer. And 1819. And then over here, this is the Hakdama. This is the introduction. So anyway, this would be the halacha, and then this is the Urim Betumim. That means it's the explanation on the halacha. So this here is the Urim Betumim. Let's take a look at this. This is what this is talking about here is halachos alvos, the halachos of lending money, or it might be objects also to people. So what are the halachos? What is the way it should be done? So each one is a different aspect. Every Mishnah, every section is a different aspect. So anyway, this is very good to learn. It's possible to get it in English also. So all these are different aspects. very, very involved discussions about halachos. So this is about lending and the various claims. If somebody claims that one lent it to somebody, and sometimes there are different disputes that happen about that. So this is these are all different aspects of it. Oh, so anyway, so that's this sefer over here. So this was when this was when was it done? Let's take a look. 1 minute. So it says here 1819. So and Anton Schmidt. I think there was a different date besides this, but I guess not. Yeah. So Sefer Urim B'Tumim. That's what this is. Oh, okay. So we have this. So this is one sefer, and 1 minute. Here's the other sefer. So this was from when we went to Reb Klitnick's wonderful store over there. It's a nice day going there, and so this is Shelos Atshuvos Li'Harav Rabbeinu Usher Zal. This is questions and answers from Rabbeinu Usher, of blessed memory. Rabbeinu Usher ben Yechiel. That's how. This is Harav Rabbeinu Usher ben Yechiel. That's how. Ben Reb Yechiel. That's how. Asher Kobatz v'Rabatz Torah v'Yeheir Eini Golos, who collected and he went and he disseminated. He gave a lot of. He brought it out. He gave it out to the Israel to disseminated much Torah to the much Torah to the Jewish people. The Heir Einei Golos. He enlightened the eyes of the people in the Golos of Sfarad, the Sfarad in Spain. Sfarad is Spain or Italy, and Greece. Those countries, mostly Spain. Pesakov Betishuvasov with his decisions, the decisions that he made, Betishuvosov with his answers that he'd made, Hamuflos, the answers people asked him the halacha, so he answered them. Hamuflos were you can wonder about them. They're it's very amazing what he was able to do. Lihios lano le'einayim. He was able to be for us as eyes, lemishmeres, ledoros olam, that we can keep it for the generations, for forever, for the doros, for the generations. Laman aneda lifso kalacha din emes la'amito, in order that we can know to decide the halacha din emes, the right din, the right judgment, emes la'amito, the right way that Hashem would want it, would want it. And this was made in Vilna, Vishnas Taf Reish Mem Hey. You might have it in English. Taf Reish Mem Hey. It should have it in English. This is 1885. This was printed in 1885. 1885. Oh, this is Haskamos HaGaonim. These are the various Gaonim. These are the great rabbis that gave their agreement on this book, on this sefer, that it's very worthy. Oh, here, Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan, Ben Arav Rabbi Yisrael Isser Kovno of Kovno. He was very famous. Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan Spector, Ben Rabbi Yisrael Isser Kovno. And then here's another. These are things they write about it. They write about this sefer. Reb Naftali Tzvi Yehuda Berlin, Mivalazhin. Reb Naftali Tzvi Yehuda Berlin of Berlin. These are all different rabbis that sing the praises. This is Haklalim. Anyway, yeah. Maftechos. This is like keys to different discussions. Very, very involved discussions about halachos, Shelos Teshuvos. Here, this is Shelos Teshuvos. Rabbeinu Oshela, Shin Vav Tov. That means Shelos Teshuvos. Questions and answers. Rabbeinu Asher, Klal Sheni. Rabbeinu Asher. So anyway, let's see the beginning. The beginning of the. Here it is. This is the beginning. Shelos Teshuvos. Rabbeinu Asher. The questions and answers of Rabbeinu Asher. Klal Rishon, the first general rule. Dine Sechiros Karka, Vedin Sechiros Adam, Vedin Katan Veketana. This is the laws of renting land, like a field. Vedin Sechiros Adam, and also the lending of the renting of people. In other words, we're hiring people. In other words, how things should be done that way when you hire somebody. V'din katan v'ketana. Also the din of somebody this would probably be katan, that is not over 13, not bar mitzvah yet, v'ketana, not before 12. Let's see what the question is. Let's see if we can understand this. She'ela, alufi umiyodei, my master, somebody that teaches me, Yakirai, somebody that you are very precious to me. Harav Reb Levi. So anyway, so in other words, he's asking the question. He's answering the question. He's answering it. So he's saying that you're very precious to me. The Rav Asher ben Yechiel is answering, and he's saying to Reb Levi, Asher Sha'alta al Shimon Hadar im Reuven bebeso. You asked about, let's say, Shimon, who is living with Reuven bebeso in his house. Umale lo sachar, and he gives him umale lo schar, and he pays him rent. V'kana Shimon mitzia betoch habayis, and then Shimon acquired something in the house. Im he shall Shimon, o shall Reuven. Does it belong to Shimon or does it belong to Reuven? Mishum shezachsa lo chatzero, because it might belong to Reuven, since it is in his house. So does it belong to Reuven? This might be in there. This might be in a field. In other words, like a backyard or a front yard. Nearly the kivan de ma'ala lo sachar sechirus liomei memkarhu veheve kemo chotzer hashutfin. It seems to Reb Asher ben Yechiel that since he's giving him a rent, liomei, like a daily rent, and it's as if it's a chotzer, a courtyard that has shutfin, that's the partners in it, partners. The Garcinan beperika mocher esa sfina bebaba basra, we learn in somebody that sells a esa sfina, a boat in Baba Basra, Daf Pei Daled. Amar Rabbi Yanai says, Amar Rav, Chotzer Ashutafin Konin Mekach Zeh Mizeh. That Chotzer Ashutfin, a yard where you have partners, Konin Mekach Zeh Mizeh. The culture cane may einam. So in other words, one person is able to acquire it from the other. The culture can, and certainly may enosh di alma, from people in general. V'yim hoya tzvi shavor o gozalos shalo parchu nichnasim labayis hoya zochim bo shneim. And if there, let's say perchance a deer went in there, shavor, a deer became trapped into the yard, or let's say birds, shalo parchu, that were not didn't fly, that flied in, shalo parchu nichnasim labayis hayu zochim bo shneim. So both of them can acquire interest in the let's say a deer that goes in there, or the birds. Kichetzram zochsa lohem. Vehevi kishnayim shehigbiu mitzia. In other words, it's since they are partners in this chotzer, in this backyard, the backyard acquires it for both of them since they're partners, and it's as if the two of them, it's as if the two of them picked up this object. But then, when two people pick it up, it's a partnership. It's the both of them are partners in the object. Okay, so we're up to here. So Reb Asher ben Yechiel is answering Reb Levi on this question. Of, let's say, that Shimon lives with Reuven in his house, Umala lo schar, and he gives him rent. V'kana Shimon metzia b'toch habayis. So then Shimon goes and he acquires or attempts to acquire something inside the house. Imi shel Shimon, does it belong to Shimon or shel Reuven? Mishum shechzachsalo chatzera. Oh, the question is, since Shimon came up with it, does Shimon acquire it? Or is it shel Reuven, because the house is Reuven's, and since the house belongs to Reuven, does it belong to Reuven? So that's the question. And this is he's starting to answer it right over here. We're up to approximately over here. So anyways, he goes into a lot of detail here. And anyway, up to this point, it seems to be that Reb Asher ben Yechiel is saying that the two of them together acquire this, either the deer or the birds, because it's a partnership. Since the house belongs to Reuven, and Shimon is paying rent on it, so it is as if it would be a partnership, and they both have an interest in it. So that's up to this point. But of course, Rabbeinu Asher is going. This is only one aspect, and he's continuing and discussing this matter for a long time. So of course, there are many aspects that he is going through over here. Anyway, that's this. So anyway, these are the Shelos and Shuvos of Rabbeinu Asher ben Yechiel. So anyway, so these are all good things for us to learn, for you to learn, for me to learn, and so anyway, let's see, this is called Sheilos Utshuvos Laharav Rabbeinu Asher Zal. The questions and answers of Rabbeinu Asher Zal, blessed memory, and this is discussing on the Shulchan Aruch, and he's discussing it for us to give us insight into what the din would be. So Vilna, that's from Vilna, Lithuania, and this was made in 1885. This was printed in 1885. 1885 this was printed. So this is Shelos Utshuvos Rabbeinu Asher, Zichrono Livracha, blessed memory. And this was Beotzos B'Tfus Reb Yehuda Leiv Ben Mechokek Reb Eliezer Lipman Rabbi Eliezer Lippman, Mem Tzaddik, Neiroyor. So anyway, yeah, these are the people that printed this book. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and well, thanks a lot. We should all be able to learn these holy Seforim and books, and we'll see you again. Take care. Thank you.